Hello, and welcome back. So we have finished Conjuration 9. I mainly just grabbed up Conjuration 9. If I want to turn some Death Gems into some actual troops, I now have that option, Legion of Whites. You can always go with Ghost Riders too. This is, more of a raiding spell, though, in my opinion. I mean, 33 Long Dead Horsemen for 5 gems is pretty damn good, and they're led by a Wraith Lord. Um, it's just going to cause problems for them. It is kind of nice having it, but I don't find it particularly effective overall. Even when I'm wanting to spam, I'm going to be completely honest, I'll probably go with Army of the Dead, which are really even worse troops. You get a bunch of long deads, and if there happens to be a lot of unburied corpses within the province, you're going to go ahead and get a bunch of soulless as well. They're really crappy chaff, but again, it's the price. And these ones actually are under your control, which I do like a lot better. Uh, I will say, considering the point I'm at in the game, I basically need to transition onto gyms overall. So that's kind of why I jumped up here and grabbed Legion of Whites. Sure, grabbing up a Master Enslave and empowering up a person in Earth twice sounds like fun, and then having a little Astral one, well, technically we'll have two Astral boosters on at that point, so Astral 3, Soothsayer, Master, Enslave, and Army. Yeah, it is fun, but I don't think it's really terribly effective, so can they even do it actually? Because do we get enough path boosts out of it? That is a good question. Does the level match 3, 6, 7, 8? Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I could do it, but I think I'd just be doing it just to do it. It's a pretty massive waste. I'm not saying don't go with a Master Enslave plan, but you're probably going to want something like the fountain I was talking about earlier in the Pretender creation, something that can teleport for one, and two, you don't have to have an insane number of slaves. Obviously, you can do much smaller raiding forces than what I'm doing. So, anyways, into the game, you don't have to do these big death ball communes, although they can get pretty effective with the right combos, and this nation really does have the combos. So we find a Druid's Grave. There's another Earth Gem. Proclamation to Bloodhunters got me 14 slaves. Disease is spreading. Disease is spreading. Not much I can do about Flemstein, but I am having all my mages patrol this out. Hopefully that will take care of it. I hope. And then plus 15 on the province income. So, the comet has struck Underhome. The impact can be seen from the other side of the world. This province has been devastated and most of the population annihilated. Magic site found. I don't think that's on any of my provinces. I never did really look. So we had another guy die from a disease, and we're spreading diseases here. That shouldn't be a surprise at all. Yeah, good, I'm moving you back. Sorry, I actually got an itch in my ear. I'm having to pull the headphones off. Alright, so I think I've just basically decided I'm just going to come over here and just smash Ulm, grab up a couple thrones, and win the game. Because I think I'm kind of sure I can keep doing stuff, but I don't think there's really anything else I can show you about the nation. Everything we've kind of covered literally every topic, which is a little different than my normal Let's Play, but it's due to the way the nation plays with its high research ability, and me taking advantage of that. So it leads to a fact where literally I just don't lay out a game plan and then have a late game plan. Like, I can have all the late game plans that the nation can do, and that's pretty close to where I'm at. I mean, what am I missing? I'm missing Master Enslave. I guess for rating Army of the Dead, Construction 8, the unique items, if I was ever going to go grab them, this probably would have been the game. Unmodded, anyways. They're just pretty terrible. So. They're not all pretty terrible, but a very large majority. I guess I could probably try to jump up there and just at least show everybody the sort of Agiminomunilar. Evocation, I don't want to go any farther in because of the communions. I don't want them ever off-scripting Vortex of Unlife. It's not that I don't have a few other spells. Yeah, I'm really looking at Neeful Flames with my Pretender that I'd like to be able to cast. It's just in no way, shape, or form worth it for when they want to cast. Actually, I'd really like to get Maelstrom as well. That's the another gem generator, and I could get that pretty easy. So the Neeful Flames, that's going to be 200 fatigue, cost me 2 water gems. It's going to deal 10 damage only, but it is area of effect 25 plus 5 for every level of the caster, and the range is 35 plus 5 for every level of the caster. It only takes 5 to cast, meaning my Pretender casts it at plus 4. That's 20, so that's actually range 55, and the area of effect is 45. So, and not to mention I don't eat the full 200 fatigue because I'm over the casting of it. So I actually could cast it probably a couple times in a battle. It's a lot of fun, but absolutely not worth it because if they start off-scripting Vortex of Unlife, the thing they absolutely love to target is sometimes my opponents, but generally speaking, it's the really clumped up back of my formations, which are all of my Communion Slaves. Because for whatever reason, the game thinks that the best idea, the best casting of this spell, would be my clumped up Communion Mages in the back. Sometimes it will, I don't know, look at the MR negates and target theirs, but just as often as not, when I get to the end of a battle and they're actually off scripting and they go Vortex of Unlife, which isn't often, thank God, but when it does happen, it makes me want to kill somebody. So basically, I would never go past Evocation 7 with this nation. That's even considering, I literally have everything else done. I wouldn't put any research into it at all. Is there any other messages? No. Okay, so we've got our second one. Mastema, the Helophagus. And you're going to see basically the same stat lines all across. And what is so fantastic about these guys? Well, I mean, 30 morale, fear, come on. Sizable hit points, so, if you can get them regenerating, it's fantastic. Is going to be really the encumbrance, though. I mean, when you start looking at one encumbrance, it doesn't take hardly anything to offset that. Meaning you can make these fatigue neutral really, really easy. I am actually currently forging some gear for my guys. Damn it. Yeah, I'll figure it out in a second, guys. I realized, since I'm basically getting to the end of the game, we're going to go ahead and grab a Shroud of the Battle Saint and a Shroud of the Battles. Didn't I click that? Whoa, okay, whatever. Shroud of the Battle Saint is really got no protection on it. It's obviously just a shroud, a robe or whatever. However, it auto-blesses whatever, so basically I can get my demons +4 and attack every other turn. I'm currently bringing one of my mages in here to get... Shit, do they even have boot slots? Yes, they do. So, I think Earth Boots will be... Damn, I'm pretty sure it is Reinvigoration 2 that you get off of them. Which, the Vine Shield will give them an extra encumbrance overall. So, I believe that will make them Fatigue Neutral, Sacred, And I'm definitely willing to spend more money on these guys because these guys are fan-fucking-tastic. If I happen to have had a bunch of gems, I would even throw rings of regeneration on them. I don't have that, so I'm not going to. And the great thing is, let's just say, well, let's not even just bother with it. So, which one is this? There are only four known Helophagi, and they are skilled in blood magic. Maestium has the ability to summon fiends of darkness, and his knowledge of blood magic is extraordinary. Okay, so knowledge of blood magic is extraordinary, and he's blood 4. That doesn't guarantee tell me, but like 90%. I'm pretty sure that 4 blood is going to be the highest that I can get with these. Meaning, even if I make 3 boosters for him, I'm actually one short of casting the Lords. I'd have to do an Empower. Not the worst idea in the world still, because if you think these guys are good, you should see the damn Demon Lords. They are ridiculously good. Do I want to go ahead and just grab up a few mages from here? Yeah, you know, let's grab up, I don't know, whatever that is. And I'm creating another stack that's basically going to come down along here. And hopefully they finish up with Yomi at some point. And they finish up with Yomi at some point, because I really don't want to keep an army over here to just keep a watch on them. But I'm kind of having to. And at this point, I literally have turned off all mages. No, not all. I've got a Soothsayer here, and an Ari, and I've got some gear coming out to go ahead and still do the pen boosts on the Inaris. So I basically out of gear, or out of gold. Also, I'm recruiting up just as many troops as I can grab, resource-wise. Don't repeat, because I don't have gold for it. So yeah, I'm out of gold. This is like as far in the game as I can go with my current resources. Yeah, let's not do that. Instead, let's go ahead and actually, son of a bitch. I actually just need one of those, but whatever. I've got him on him in case I want to go ahead and start dropping Legion of Whites, which, I mean, I can drop Legion of Whites every turn. I'll get 3 extra. I mean, 23 for 30 gems. They're a pretty strong summon. You're not going to want to use, like, say, Revive Whites up here. Um, it's it's the same characters you get, but when you get up here to Legion of Whites, just look at the value here. I mean, 30 gems for 20, so they're still over a gem apiece, but not by much. But when you start looking at Revive Whites, you're realizing that they're coming in at 5 gems apiece, which is really, really high. Um, Revive Whites, I've always thought, even is this for multiplayer, which I've argued many of times, is too expensive, because even when you need it, I understand why it's in the game, and I understand why the multiplayer community argues that way, which is, early in the game, if you're being rushed, it's a great way to jump death gems, and it's basically an all-in. It doesn't matter, because you're either going to win and survive or lose and die. But in that case, we're talking about an early rush here. How many nations can actually scrape up 20 death gems that can actually make use of it? And that's where I think the real disconnect comes from me. Because this is only Death 2, but many nations that can actually access the spell in a Year 1 or early Year 2 rush, they're not going to have 20 death gems in the first year. To me, that's a little high. I think this should be like 16. 4 gems apiece is still very expensive, and I think opens it up if you find a random site or 2 for more nations. It's a lot of personal opinion there, though. I forgot to tell him to cast anything. So we're going to go ahead and grab a Wraith Lord. I mean, I've got a lot of choices on what I can grab, but that is what I am grabbing. Now, I can't technically spam Wraith Lords forever, um, because it costs 40 gems and I don't have a 40 gem income, but I can basically spam it forever. Wow, you guys actually found some. Okay, so you could see 3 very good Blood Hunters were only able to get 8 out of the Fever Fins, but that's like a 1,000 population province, so I'm surprised they got Jack, actually. There's a battle in the plains. You know what? We don't even really need to look at it, do we? No. Okay, unexpected event. Disease is spreading. Gay. Um, goddamn Harleys. Yeah, I do watch a lot of South Park. Actually, I've been watching some Let's Plays of South Park, and it's hilarious, man. Gays against fags. Who doesn't get a crack up out of the episode there? I, I don't know. I guess a lot of people probably don't. There's another death gem. Good, good. And you guys quit sucking and take that out already. So basically, I am being Dominion pushed, so I really need to go ahead and get some damn temples up. This is mostly because they probably have temples in every single province they own. At this point, they're Dom 10. They're not only pushing out more checks than me, but they're stronger checks than mine. So I need to go ahead and spend all my gold basically on temples at this point. Pretty simple concept. So we're just gonna kind of let them sit here for one turn. Oh, excuse me, everybody. I literally just got done with dinner. And yes, I did stuff myself like a pig. Yeah, see, this guy's just going to keep killing people. It's not a big deal. Once I get him some gear, I don't know, have somebody... How in the hell did I not get you two guys? Okay, whatever. I'll have one of these guys run some gear over to him, because I will be using him. He's still fantastic. Of course, he's going to cause a little bit of damage while he's out there destroying stuff, but... And that's, I mean, your neighbor, your friendly neighborhood demon. Why would you not expect that? MR17. I'll consider that between videos. I really am wondering, should I throw some MR on one of these guys and actually just go ahead and send him underwater to try to wipe out this throne? But, um, speaking of, did I not tell somebody to cast astral projection here? I'm pretty damn sure I did. Oh well, whatever. So let's go ahead and grab everybody. Is there anybody that I was not wanting to grab? No. Alright, and here is a Wraith Lord. So they are immortal as long as they're within my dominion, which apparently I really need to work on. And since I'm not recruiting anybody, I can afford about a temple a turn. Um, I'm going to actually be making a bunch of these, and they are again going to be part of my defensive plan here. The thing is, they're Death 3 mages, so you can access a lot of the fun SC stuff, and they are undead as well, so fatigue isn't really going to be a problem too often, I wouldn't think. They're ethereal, so they automatically have that built in. They have a chill aura, so if whatever they're fighting doesn't happen to have cold resistance, they're going to go ahead and give them fatigue. They're just pretty fantastic. They can go underwater. Maybe I want them to go underwater. I didn't realize they had a death curse, though. Alright, so we'll probably scoot these up here. Did I happen to already make 2 brands? Yes, I made 3. Okay, so just go ahead and research. I still don't want to lose my warrior sorcerers here. Um, let's see what kind of gear I have already done for one of these guys. The head slot, I mean, size 5 units, I guess I could. It's really not that expensive to put a damn head slot on them. Is there anything that's going to be worth it, though? I don't know, actually, because I've got to script this whole army next turn. I'll actually be ending this video probably fairly quickly. So go ahead and research for the moment. Yeah, basically, he's not going to be running around finding anything else because he's fairly important to get the rest of my uh, nation going. I'd really like to get some rings of regeneration for these guys. Uh, really, fire gyms don't have the world's best helmets overall, but at the same time, fire gyms are probably the one that I really don't need. Maybe I can spare some air gems. I've got lots of air gems. And I've got tons of bows of war currently. What options do I have? Auto spell lightning bolt. Um, I mean, Spirit Helm really will probably. I've got tons of death gems too. I'm bringing in like 34, 35 a turn. I could throw them up a few horror helms. You know what? The air gems are less valuable to me. Let's go ahead and just forge up a few of those. Oh man, I got enough for a ring of regeneration. But I don't have anybody to cast it right now. So let's go ahead and continue to summon allies. Here is a Fiend of Darkness, for those of you who don't know. 30 hit points, 10 protection, 16 MR, 30 morale, 15 strength, 13 attack skill, 13 defense. They don't eat, they fly, they're stealthy, they have dark power, so they get +2 on your attack and defense skill in darkness. And they happen to have venomous claws as well. They're pretty fantastic. But you'll find that about most of the blood summons. Where are the Fiends of Darkness here? I thought they were down here by the Storm Demon. Am I just blind? I was trying to see what the cost of them are. Oh, yeah, Bind Fiend. Here it is, Fiend of Darkness. So this will cost you 5 Blood Slaves, but you get 1. However, these are a fantastic unit. Most of the blood summons are pretty fantastic. In fact, the whole tree is really good, mostly because you don't have to go anywhere else. Once you have a major blood nation anyways, you just have no... Oh, shit. Crap, I've already site searched that one. So, let's go ahead and look. See now... I'm pretty sure Summon Earth Power works even if you don't have Earth Magic. Obviously, I really wish I had more Nature Gems because that's what I would like to use them on. Rather than going with a Ring of Regeneration, do I just want to go with a Girdle? No, I really want the Rings of Regen on them. I'm just going to count on the fact that Earth Boots will work the way I'm pretty sure they work. I don't know, it's been a while though, so I feel like I'm setting myself up for failure here. It's alright though, because when I do something stupid, I will sort of accept blame, and then I will actually tell you all how it was your fault. So, it's a pretty fantastic plan from my point of view. Probably a pretty terrible plan from your guys' point of view. Mostly because I think everybody out there realizes that you have no input in this game, so I didn't move all my mages that turn. I'm an idiot. And again, see? Here I am insulting everybody, and I forget completely about what I'm doing. Wow, a 75 turn battle? Okay, and Yomi is done. We did find a Vel of the Silver Cattle. I have no idea what that one is. Wow, we're still getting blood slaves. Yeah, basically I'm just gonna have to let the, I'm gonna have to just let these run their thing. The thing is, well, not the famine. Oh, that's not a... Wow, does the, events actually turn off from the disease spreading? It's not like the normal one where it just keeps spreading and spreading and spreading, because that is a terrible chain of events. So, let's go ahead and get up a Ring of Regeneration. So, we want that, and that. Wait. I could have done a girdle. Well, then what would I use for boots? I guess I could have increased his stealth. Um, hell, what do I want to use there? Yeah. Oh, I did move all my troops, but I forgot all of my actual troops here. So, I was kind of sort of smart there, but not really. Yeah, I know. I really don't have anything to do right here, and I've managed to screw up the one thing I had to do. Really? I didn't have you site search that yet? Um... oh, no, no, I don't want Lodestone Amulet. I know what I'll put in their last slot. Give me another set of Earth Boots. So basically, since I'm wanting to fill out the slots on these guys, we're gonna go with Anti-Magic Amulet for 4 more MR. Make it a little hard for anybody to just basically smash my demons. And the Ring of Regeneration. So yeah, that'll be it. I might as well go ahead and move because I have not only a ton of unrest, but a lot of slaves as well. Speaking of... Oh, yeah, there's a lab here. I was wondering where all my slaves went to. So, who else do I have to... Yeah, all you guys that can research. Okay, so they did wipe Yomi out, which means I can bring my other army down. I do have a good treasury this turn. So let's go ahead and get some more temples up. Obviously, I'm being down pushed pretty hard at this point. I really need to get these other temples going immediately. In fact, why don't you head up here and you head up here. I'll get one there next turn then. That'll actually not push my dom up to 9 and give me a lot of checks. Um, Yeah, because it's going to be pretty important if I'm using a lot of these immortal guys to protect my borders that I obviously have good dominion. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. Alright, so let's go ahead and forge up another spirit helmet. Oh, damn. I'm flipping through these too fast. And I forgot to move this guy last turn. Or did I just leave you on repeat recruitment? I did. Yeah, we don't need that now. Yeah, go ahead and get me another Fiend of Darkness since we're not doing anything else. I need fire magic there still. Wow, really? You got... Okay, so I have to cross their fort line to even get to Ulm. Uh-oh. Does that mean... That means that they might control this one as well. Well, whatever. If I have to take one of their places, I can. Should probably think about getting something to siege those gates down, though. Alright, so... Is there anything else that I was supposed to do that I am forgetting? Probably a lot, should I even bother worrying about it. We're going to go ahead and grab up as many... Since I'm just sitting here anyways this turn, waiting on my troops. I feel like there was something else I was supposed to check here. Okay, so that'll give me Tham 9, which is good. Alright, so this will be the last turn here. Should have been the last turn, but I am a not so very smart individual. So let's go ahead and I don't know, we can try to grab Construction 8 before the game ends. Oh, I forgot to look for the cattle, the Veil of the Silver Cattle. That's what I was wanting to do. Yeah, a little late to remember that, I guess. Good, more gold. Good, more gold income. Alright. So, this turn, where did we happen to see them fight? Oh, right down here. Good. So that means that you do control this. Excellent news. Excellent news. Although, Ulm, you don't even control your cap ring at this point. That's, it's a bad Ulm. So, what the overall game plan is I'm going to use this gigantic army to smash here. I will use this giant army to smash here. I will probably use my raiders. I don't know if I want to mess with killer mantises. It's usually better for me to raid behind my troops, especially when I start sitting on forts and they're wanting to attack it. And these guys are just going to keep moving down. At least they'll get down here to defend if they want to counterattack. So yeah, that's really the entire game plan here. Other than the fact that, do I have enough for... Oh, we got another one of the demon lords, so let's quit what you're doing. Well, I'm going to summon up another one of the Hilo here. I'm really tempted to empower this guy, just to try to get one of the big bad lords out before the game ends, but, you know, what's that? It's more of a win more thing at that point. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.